Coach Reyes, thank you for taking time with us at Off the Block blog. Congratulations on a back-to-back wins over a tough number 2 ranked UCLA team. What are your initial impressions of winning those two important matches?
It's big for our guys, of course, when we get to play UCLA and, just like last year, getting 2 wins against them, that's huge. That's a great team. Obviously, a great coaching staff, great head coach, and got some really, really nice volleyball players on that team. So, we feel for sure, I'm not going to say lucky, but for sure relieved that we were able to get 2 here at home because that's big, especially in the conference race.
Not facing 2 other starters, Stahl and Arnett. A couple questions with that. How much time did you know ahead of time for that, and how did that change your preparation even within the match?
We prepare. Usually, we prepare for like 3 or 4 pin hitters and maybe three or four middles, depending on the team. So, like Oliver Martin, we played against him last year and stuff like that, and then we kind of were ready. We were preparing for Dylan Misery anyway, so we didn't really find out until game time when we saw that Jake walks in with a boot and that Stahl wasn't going to play. But I thought for sure last night Misery hurt us and Oliver Martin hurt us, and I thought of course Jake Arnett and Mitch Stahl are great players, but I didn't think they lost very much with those 2 guys they have on the bench. That's a deep bench they got, and that's why we feel really fortunate about getting these 2 victories. We don't look at it as hey, they didn't get to play their starters, because I'm like, those 2 kids they put in, they would start on a lot of teams in the country for sure.
Definitely. Let's go back to yesterday's match. Obviously, 1-5. So that's what was ultimately the deciding factor in that 5th set.
I think it was just it came down to just 1 or 2 plays. Both teams were playing really, really tough. We came out strong, and then they got after us good in 3 and 4, and it was just kind of us just figuring out being able to grind some points out, and it was just we made 1 less mistake than they did, and we feel fortunate, and for sure I think that's kind of what it came down to. It was super close, super tight match. Statistically, they actually blew us out in a lot of important categories, but for sure that 3rd and 4th set kind of skewed the stats there. But I thought it just came down to 1 or 2 points at the end. We were able to make a read, and Price was able to make a block on Danon, Kofi. Just lucky to get over and get that one.
What did you talk to the team overnight this morning? And what kind of adjustments did you make from last night to tonight?
I think we just, it's one thing to actually, experience playing experience playing someone versus just watching them on video. So getting to play against, Oliver Martin again, and then Dylan Misery, it was one of those things where we felt prepared, but they hurt us. So we thought we made some nice, maybe some nice adjustments to kind of try to take away those things that those guys like to do. And I thought we did a nice job, good enough job to win. And I thought the boys played hard, and just we talked about them coming out here with a lot of pride, being at UCLA, and they want to for sure steal one on the road. So proud of the boys for how they came out to prepare for this match.
You had over 4,010 last night, over 4,500 attend tonight. What is it like to play in front of such packed houses?
It's awesome. It's such a cool environment. I know, like us and Hawaii, we both probably lead the country in attendance every year, but just because it's so small, the field house is so small, it feels like there's 10 times more. It's not gonna lie, it's pretty cool. When I was a player or on the bench now as a coach, looking around mid-game and you can't really see an empty seat. That's such a cool feeling, and it's cool for new people to come here and experience that. And I know even players on the road, they love coming here and playing in front of this, because you don't really get this feel at any other school in men's volleyball for sure.
Let's go to today's match. Statistically speaking, you guys dominated UCLA. I think the one thing that really stood out to me was the pressure from the service line. UCLA, if you take away Micah, didn't really have much of pressure on you guys, and it started off the match with a 4-0 run with some great service pressure from Jake. Can you talk about how you guys were able to receive UCLA so well, serve so well, and putting in pressure offensively from the service line?
I didn't think we passed the ball very well last night. We were able to win in 5, but I don't think we passed the ball very well. And I think that was kind of the one thing that our passers took maybe with them throughout the night, and obviously thought about it all day and had serve and pass, and they take pride. We spend a lot of time working on that, and I think it was very frustrating for them last night. So I think it's very rewarding as a coach to see them, their hard work and their attention to detail tonight kind of pay off. And definitely thought we passed the ball a lot better. It's probably one of our best passing games of the season for sure.
In the third set, can you take us into the end of the third set? Fought off multiple set points, and just tell us what you were communicating to your players and what the feeling was like on the sideline.
I thought it was good. I thought, we decided to put in a couple of guys. Will came in, and sometimes when you change a setter, just sometimes things click a little differently. And at the time, we felt like it was a good choice to go to Will, and Will came in and kind of brought some energy and maybe distributed the offense a little bit different than maybe what Leo was doing. And it just kind of worked tonight. And we're proud of Will because he works so hard. And he's a freshman, and he was, not gonna say overlooked in high school, but he definitely has worked so hard ever since he's got to campus in September. And it's a cool feeling to see all that hard work pay off for him.
Speaking of Will, what kind of feeling is it to be surrounded by so many Punahou guys?
It's for me, it's normal. I played for Outrigger Canoe Club back in the day, so I've always been around Punahou people. I had guys like Henry Cassidy and Taylor Crabb. Shout out to those two, and those guys on my club team. So I feel like I've always been around a lot of Punahou people.
At the end of the third set, you guys did a serving sub. You put Daubert in, and he back-to-back points with him at the service line. Can you comment on his pressure from the service line?
We decided to put him in just to change a pace. Sometimes in volleyball, you get used to the same look when when there's a different guy that comes at you, whether he's better or not. It's just a different look that UCLA had to see. And Timmy comes in, he serves the ball well. We trust him to get up there and knock that first one in. And then once we got that first one, we knew that he would get after it on the second one. So for us, Tim's played a bunch for us. I mean, me and him played in the Final Four together. So Tim has some big time game experience. So we weren't second guessing ourselves when we put Tim in, and he came in and knocked 2 serves for us, and those are the 2 points we needed to win the match. So
I would be remiss if I didn't ask you about Ben Patch. Ben Patch doing Ben Patch things does not get old, does it?
Oh no, that's awesome. It's the best Instagram account ever.
If you don't mind, let's go back into last week in the Irvine matches. You guys bounced back from a 5-set loss on the first night and sweep them on the second night. Can you just comment on those 2 matches for us?
It goes to show that everybody in the MPSF, I'm not going to say Irvine didn't have their attention, because our attention, of course they did, but if you're not as sharp as you need to be, you could lose to anybody, whether you're home or away, whether you're playing, Team A, Team B, Team C, or Team D. They got a nice team. They got some big physical guys. They kind of look like us, big, tall guys that can hit the ball hard and serve the ball hard. And they just, I think we dug ourselves a two-set hole that first night, and we just didn't quite have enough to come back. We made a nice run in 3 and 4, and we just didn't quite have enough to get over the hump. And we thought maybe the boys definitely left that night feeling like, hey, we dropped one that we felt like we shouldn't have. And coming out Saturday night, we definitely probably imposed ourselves a little bit differently than we did Friday night, for sure.
Well, thank you for taking time with us off the block blog, and congratulations again on the 2 wins over UCLA, and good luck the rest of the season.
Thank you.